Hello and welcome to the final home game here at Wembley Park between Box Hill United taking on FV Emerging. There are, some precarious situations around the grounds on this final match day of the NPL Victoria 2024 calendar, but here at Wembley Park, we are calm and relaxed. We're going to take a moment of silence before the game gets underway. So, as I mentioned, around the other grounds, very precarious situations for some clubs. But here at Wembley Park, we are all vibes. We are here to have a good time for the final match day for both these clubs. No finals campaign in the near future, but still a fantastic opportunity to put one great last run out there for the NPL Victoria 2024 calendar. We'll go through the starting 11s for both sides, and we'll start with the home team, Box Hill. In goals, number 1, Natasha Statopoulos. Number 2, Laura Pickett. Number 4, Olivia Ellis. Number 6, Zoe Hudson. Number 7, Rihanna Policina. Number 11, Sarah Patricus. Number 12, Bridie Cooling. Number 22, Holly Murray. Number 28, Alwyn Parbury. Number 27, Nicolina Bucalo. Number 99, Sophia Sakalis. And for the visitors this afternoon, they line up as follows. In goals, number 1, Sophie Denny. Number 2, Annabelle Yates. Number 4, Emilia Tartaglia. Number 5, Portia Tam. Number 6, Eva Goodsmith. Number 10, Corinna Rossi. Number 7, Danella Buttress. Number 19, Clancy Westaway. Number 14, Fiorina Iria. And number 21, Isabella Ricardo. And number 47, Lara Aitken. And some of those numbers were out of order, but I'll be honest, it wasn't my fault. And we are not too far away from getting going here at Wembley Park. For both these sides, would love to finish the campaign with a win. And it is pride at stake, and it's always important. Both sides not too far away from each other on the league table. With Box Hill in 8th on 27 points and FV Emerging 9th, 26. So, winner of this game will finish higher. That's fun to play for. And we are underway here at Wembley Park. Sakalis gets underway, plays it out wide, but immediately picked off by Yates. He's going to make a run forward, but immediately stopped by Tricus. Tam. And that was a poor pass, but made it work. Tartaglia. And that's going to go out for the first throw-in of the afternoon. This FV Emerging side have been so much fun to watch throughout the season. Last week, 3-2 win over South Melbourne. They've had some really, really great wins, namely that Preston come-from-behind victory. It's a really promising young side in the competition. And this Box Hill side, just that poor starts the season as Policina may be through, but Tam quick to react. Cardo just, that outstretched boot, couldn't get it the first time. Box Hill side, start of the season was a little bit slow, was struggling for goals, and then the arrival of Sakalis, Policina, Jackson really helped this squad out. Couldn't recover enough to make finals, but they've been fun to watch the best, both of these two teams. Barbary with the throw-in. Can she find somebody? Down the line to Bacalo, and that ball's certainly going out of play. Couldn't find Rossi. Murray plays it down to Policina. Got to play it down off the ball. It looks like Bacalo. The play continues. Alice. And play is stopped. It looks like it's a head injury, and Carlo just going to take a moment, and doesn't look to be too good. Hopefully it's just going to take just a quick moment for her to on herself, and it looks like on that left side of her neck. Hopefully she is good to continue. She's been really great, Nicolina Bacalo. She's underrated in this high-powered Box Hill attack at times. Talk about the likes of Policina and Sakalis. But Nicolina Bacalo is a really hard-working player who gets in and amongst it and can certainly be dangerous on the wing and cutting inside as well. Just hopefully getting some advice from the trainer, and it is all good to continue. Lengthy delay here at Wembley. And if you are thinking about switching off because there's a slight pause in the game, I implore you not to. Do like a split screen action if you want to see all that's happening around the grounds on this final match day. Got some big games on. Got FC Bullion Lions taking on Calder. Heidelberg taking on Preston. All that's fantastic, but a split screen putting on Wembley Park, that's the way to go. We're just testing her out at the moment. Hopefully it's not a serious injury. So we're going to be able to get play underway. Just going to head off the pitch. Carter. Tafaglia. And that pass just a little bit short for Aitken. Ocado. Tam. And through to Goodsmith. Nicely done from FV. Buttress. Picks it up in a dangerous area. Going to try switch it out. Now for Iria. And just not able to keep it in. But that was really nicely worked by that FV side from defence to attack. You can see how dangerous they are. Cynthia Scudero has really built a great side, and it's unfortunate the nature of this FV emerging side. Some players are constantly unavailable with being available for national team selections for their respective age groups, so it makes it really hard at times for the cohesive season. Either way, they've really been one of the most fun teams to watch throughout the competition. Statopoulos. Chance to break out here, but Rossi's picked it off. Still Rossi plays it inside. Chance. Westaway blocked. Iria out on the outside. Gets past Ellis. Cuts it back on the inside, and then Rihanna Policina there to do some defensive duties. Not what she's known for, but needed to react quickly as that effort from Westaway was blocked by Statopoulos. Another chance for emerging, and just couldn't catch it that time, Iria. So it's going to go out for a goal kick. just played themselves into some trouble. Box Hill defensively there. Needed to make that pass. Zoe Hudson. You can see the press that Emerging are wanting to use, and it's worked a treat here. Tam switching it out to Buttress. And that pass just a little bit shallow in the end. Goodsmith. Still Goodsmith. Really nice football so far. Smart pass from Iria. Rossi, heavy touch. Just a little bit further away from goal than she would have liked, but still persists. Aitken. And that pass not what it needed to be, and nicely done by Bacalo. Get out of a tight space, and then Iria not able to keep it in play. Murray. Just need to clear lines, and that's almost perfect to Polsina, but they might just work. Bacalo just smacked it forward, and it's a foot race. Tam, nicely done, but Polsina using all her smarts to get past her. Cuts it inside, Sakalis. Nicely done, Bacalo. Beautiful finish from this Box Hill side. Nicely done from the right-hand side. Sakalis held it up beautifully, and then Bacalo wasn't going to miss that effort. After all that pressure from FV Emerging, Bacalo really started it down in her own half. Got away. And then that pass into Polsina, who smartly able to evade Tam. So now, Box Hill United with a 1-goal advantage. Goodsmith. Tam. Just got to play it into space, and that's the advantage of having somebody like Rihanna Polsina for this side, as Murray's able to pick off that pass. A little bit lazy in the end. Murray couldn't get the cross in the first time. Iria nicely done. Goodsmith. It could be out here Emerging. Rossi up ahead if they can find it. Goodsmith found in the process. Play continued, and then ref wanted to play advantage, but Goodsmith would have rather the free kick. Will be young Isabella Ricardo. This set piece opportunity. Just elects to play it safe. Ricardo, one of the really promising young defenders throughout the competition. Spent some time at A-League level training with some sides. One of the best young defenders in Victoria, but not only Victoria, throughout the country. Ricardo. Tam. And picked off by Murray once again. Need to be smart here, Pickett. Murray. Just going to play it into space. A beautiful pass into Polsina. Only got Ricardo up ahead. Polsina just wide once again. It was a beautiful ball through from Holly Murray. Just a really tight angle in the end for Polsina. Minutes into this game. So it feels like Box Hill are starting to work their way into this contest. I know they are a goal up, but that goal, I think comfortable to say that it came against the run of players. So Carlos has absolutely shoved off the ball. I think that was a momentum foul. Parbury, set piece duties. Got the likes of Hudson, Murray, Policina, all waiting. Tees it up and just fumbled by Denny and then popped in by Pickett. And there's the second of the afternoon. Unfortunate for Sophie Denny. She had it and then just came off her body, and Laura Pickett had made the run into space. And easy to slot that away. Quite unfortunate for the young Effie emerging goalkeeper. She's been really good all season. Just Pickett in the right place at the right time. That's why you've got to make that run. And just with all that pressure that Effie had been building. Box Hill, 2 really quick goals. Ricardo, Denny. And then almost picked off by Bacalo once again. Ricardo needs to be careful. Nicely done by the young defender. And then a poor touch. Just forces Tartaglia into Murray. Got Bacalo alongside her. That's where the ball's going to go. Got Policina through the middle. Far post, and that effort knocked in by Sakalis. And that is how you respond to a little bit of pressure. A third, I don't even know if that was a minute. That was one very, very quick goal. The header across, and then Sakalis just stuck a boot out. Tapped it in. That is quite a frenzy of goals from this Box Hill side. It was very, very impressive, I've got to be honest. Sakalis. Poor pass. And almost worked out. As Pickett just launches it forward. And Denny. Easy collection in the end. Goodsmith. Ricardo. Tartaglia. Best way. Parbury. Murray. Iria. And I believe for that Sophia Sakalis goal, their header from the far post was Sarah Bakaris. Tartaglia. Rossi. And strong challenge from Parbury. Murray. Parbury just clears it away from any sort of danger. Tam. Goodsmith. Alice wants to apply a little bit of pressure. Ricardo. Just feels like a quick frenzy of goals from Box Hill have really just taken the air out of Emerging's press. Started this game really, really well, and obviously 3 goals down before 20 minutes is certainly not ideal, but it is still quite early in this game, and this Emerging side, that comeback against Preston Lions. certainly possible. We've seen crazier things, I think. Buttress. Chance to use her pace and explosiveness and cuts it inside, and Pickett almost fumbled that, but it's going to go out for a corner. Able to get that corner. Carter, edge of the box. Can she find Hudson? Clears it, Westaway. Now Bucalo. Got no one in support. She's going to have to go it alone or just wait for somebody to come and help her out. Able to just find a little bit of space, but Yates stood up tall. Bucalo. Once again under pressure from Mercado. Inches further forward, but loses out in the end. Murray. Been really active in this game, Holly Murray. The best periods of play we've seen from her throughout her time at Box Hill this season. Really, really effective so far. Alice slightly overran, and then Goodsmith. Nicely done to win that back for her side. We've got to play it down. It's Corinna Rossi, I do believe, has heavy strapping on her right thigh. Bucalo, beautiful ball into Policina. Just couldn't get the touch right. And I have a suspicion that Corinna Rossi might not be able to continue in this game. She's a few weeks ago went out with injury. Hopefully she is all right. She's been a really great player to watch this season. Started the season out with a hat-trick, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Obviously, as I mentioned, with SFA emerging sides, choppy season at times with availability. Hopefully not too far away from getting going again. Hopefully, my suspicion was correct. So Rossi has departed the field, and I'd appreciate, I love it when the fourth official puts up who's coming on, but we'll figure it out. Process of elimination. So it looks like Ava Kokotis is going to come on in replacement of Corinna Rossi, who's only been able to go for about 20 minutes this afternoon. Parbury. Stathopoulos. Hudson. Into Sakalis, nicely done, but just a little bit too much on that. unfortunate for Corinna Rossi as well. Had her birthday this week, turned 17. It's not the kind of birthday present you're after, I'm going to be honest. That was dangerous by Ellis. Referee, so it was all clear. So if you've just joined us and you're wondering, wow, it's 3-0 quite quickly. It happened in a burst of time. So if you went to the bathroom for about a couple of minutes, you were playing Candy Crush, you would have missed the goals. Had Nicolina Buccalo goal to open it up. And then Laura Pickett scored off a corner. And then Sophia Sakalis after a really nice header across goal from Sarah Pekaris into Sakalis, who was able to slot it away. Goodsmith wants to play it out wide. Iria gets past one, can't get past Hudson, who took that ball straight in the chest. Westerway. Inside it goes, and then there it is. Not put in the end by Buttress. Carter. Westway. That build up didn't eventuate into anything, so opportunity for FV to see if they can make a dent into this scoreline. Policina, Buccalo. Searching, surveying the area. Needs to find a pass. Finds Parbury. Pickett. Buccalo. Kokotis. Aitken. Kokotis. And Parbury wasn't going to allow her to go any further. Pickett scored a goal this afternoon, and they may just fall nicely. They're just too far away from goal. Aitken, Ocado now. What can they find? Need to be patient. This FV emerging side just put themselves under a little bit of unnecessary pressure here, and Sakalis has sensed it. Got Policina making the run through the middle, and just couldn't find that pass in the end. Aitken. Kokotis. Got buttressed through the middle. One-on-one with Parbury. Still Kokotis finds an inch of space, but Parbury closes that down immediately and says, I'll take the keys. Tartaglia, and shell was always off target. Hudson needs to be careful. Got Buttress very, very close, and then she just bumps her off, said, get away from me. Hudson. Patricus. Yates. Closely watched by Petkaris. And eventually it does go out of play. .25 minutes into this opening 45 minutes of football. It's Box Hill is certainly didn't start the better of the two sides as Murray, just a little bit too overzealous with the challenge. Box Hill went not the best starter. It was all lefty emerging. That press was really on, and then Nicolina Bucalo started it and said, I'll finish it as well. Made it 1-0, and Aitken too early in the end. Pickett, beautiful pass, and the touch from Sakalis just a little bit too heavy in the end. Having fun out there, Box Hill, as Petkaris is taken down. I'm going to venture to head around the ground and give scores updates. I will say spoiler warning if you want after that, but we'll do it after this free kick. Parbury once again on set piece duties. Nice ball in, Denny, and calmly collects it. Correction, by the way, I said Laura Pickett had scored off a corner. It was from a free kick, actually. So, as we have a look around the grounds on this final match date, spoiler warning, if just for the next 30 or so seconds. Preston Lions currently 1 goal up to Heidelberg United, and I believe just as I've clicked into the Essendon Royals game, that game is currently 1-1 Essendon Royals and Alamein. And for the bottom of the table, fixtures in terms of relegation battle this afternoon, it's South Melbourne and Brunswick Juve 0-0 still at the moment. And Burundara currently 2 goals to the good to the Bentley Green side, who won last week and put themselves out of the relegation battle. Well, not out of the relegation battle, but out of the relegation zone. So I'll be hoping if the scoreline stays the same that their last week's effort are good enough. Sakalis, Lucalo, Parbury, nice pass into Policina. Denny was quick to react. And down at the Veneto Club, FC Bulleen Lions 2 goals to the good against Calder United. One of the foundation clubs in this competition, in this NPL Victoria competition, coming off, I believe, 3 seasons ago, champions. If they're not able to turn that scoreline around, they will be heading down into they'll be going down into the VPL. Never ventured there before. Buttress, actually well read by Pickett. Ricardo, dangerous as Policina, tried to pull her back. Denny, Tam, heavy touch, has to be quick. Got to get themselves out of danger. This emerging side inviting a lot of pressure, and Denny just acts as a release valve and just gives them a chance to reset, but Sakalis not going to give them that much space, and it's going to go out and it's going to go to Box Hill, so all that pressing works. Policina. Still Policina, got Piccolo through the middle, but doesn't have a lot of space to make the pass, and commits a foul in the process. Cardo Inviting the pressure from Bacalo. I have no idea why. Goodsmith, poor touch. Alice. Goodsmith gets a second chance and this time plays it out. Kokotis. Aiken. Kokotis picks it up, but Murray makes sure she doesn't go far. Aiken. Murray now. Essentially, Goodsmith. Yates. Just that space earlier that FV were able to create for themselves and shift this Box Hill set. Just not as finding that as easy as the game has progressed. Box Hill have been better to defensively recover and be in the right areas. Back to that chance that Danila Buttress just couldn't finish, and then that save from Statopoulos to deny Clancy Westaway as well. Those moments, fine margins in these games. Parbury. Alice might be off here. Sakalis got space ahead. So just run until she really has to pass it, but she's not going to. Sakalis. And Denny. He's in the end. Goodsmith. Now a chance for this emerging side to create something. Aria. Still, it's going to stay with emerging. High ball in, Accardo right underneath it. Sakalis. Alice now, back to Sakalis. Such a tidy player for Sakalis. That wasn't very tidy. Murray. Hudson. Pickett. Nicely done to find Parbury. She's got acres of space out wide, and Bacalo just sitting if she can find her. Well defended by emerging. Alice up against Tartaglia. Gets the cross in, Denny. Nicely done once again. Have to be honest, since that error for the Pickett goal, Sophie Denny has been really sharp. She's been a really good keeper throughout this competition of this emerging side. Pickett. Corsina directing her off the ball, and that's where she wants the pass. But it's not where she wants the pass. She wants the pass, though. Dangerous territory emerging. Tartaglia. Kokotis just had left before the ball arrived. Kokotis able to keep it in play. Nicely done. Still Kokotis. Couldn't find the pass. Aiken. Just away. Goodsmith. And poor pass. Bacalo. And just going to ask Policina to chase, but it's going to be too much work in the end. Tartaglia. Aiken. Nice little pocket of space she found for herself. And that pass, just not right idea, just poor execution. I've had moments, this emerging side throughout the game, they just haven't been able to finish off passages of play, haven't been able to find the pass. Either it's just been a little bit short or just not weighted correctly. It's just slightly off. The right idea is there. Pickett. Ricardo. Knocked on by Murray into Bacalo. Got Sakalis making the run. Likes to go with Policina out wide. Hudson. Calling. That's not ideal. Tartaglia. Just under 10 minutes before half-time as Sophie Denny is toying with Bacalo when it works out. And can sense, obviously, tell that Santi Escudero's side wants to invite the pressure and shift Box Hill, but at times it's not really... They find themselves in a quite precarious situation. It's always a interesting little debate. After they're 3 goals down, is it throw caution to the wind and invite the pressure, or do you be a little bit more reserved as you try to inch your way closer into this contest and just reduce the work bit by bit? Calling. Nice switch of play out to Bacalo, who's been very active all game. Up against Akado, when it swiftly moves past her, but that ball a little bit too far ahead. Kokotis. Akado. Sorry, not Akado. Bacalo to Alice. And that's a high ball as Patkaris has to chase. Policina. Just couldn't maintain possession. Haven't seen too much of Danella Buttress in this contest. Initially with Rossi going off, she has to play a little bit more centrally. So that ball heads into the stands, and parents trying to show off their athletic skill. Not much found. Carter. Goodsmith. Tartaglia. Would love a goal back before half-time emerging. Yates. Losing out, but a ball eventually finds her. Goodsmith just left the ball and Alice was able to pick it off. Aiken, Ricardo, back to Aiken. Kokotis. Neat player, Eva Kokotis. Tartaglia, Goodsmith, heavy touch. Alice once again reading it well and just took certainly an ambitious strike from well outside of the box. Did have a pass available to Patkaris if she had seen it. And that's a rolling start. Denny. Just too much, and that windshield. There's a windshield taking a hit, and that's always the concern here at Wembley Park. It's life or death with your car if you park behind the goals. As Murray just wants to use her physicality against Kokotis. Aitken. That's a weight. Tartaglia. Kokotis. Can they find some avenues through the middle? Know that FV want to use the width of the pitch to their advantage, but just not having as much luck as they would like. Tartaglia. Goodsmith. Beautiful ball over the top of Beats Calling. Iria and never had the angle. Pickett. Bacalo. Smart to head it into the middle of the park, but there was just not enough blue shirts around that area. Tam. To no one in particular. Hudson. Couldn't find Patkaris. Not too far away from half-time at Wembley. And it's Box Hill who've gone out to this early 3-goal advantage. It even felt like in a span of 5 minutes they scored 3 goals in quick succession to nullify all the pressure that Emerging had built quite early in this game, but it's an impressive showing since that point from Box Hill. Patkaris, Sakalis, Alice, Pickett, a bit of a tussle with Kokotis, who wins out. Goodsmith. And that pass too close to Cooling for Iria to really do anything with. Stathopoulos. Pickett. Hudson. You can imagine that Santi Escudero, just team talk at halftime, would just be to start afresh and see if you can attack it as if it's the start of the game. And if you're Coughlin Sabaratnam for Box Hill, you'll be feeling pretty good. Drink a couple of Gatorades, have a couple of lollies at halftime. Still obviously another 45 minutes, but have to be thoroughly impressed with his side's efficiency and scoring in this first half. Policina was away, and Emerging weren't going to let her go that much further. So we're into added time. It'll be 4 minutes added on. Ricardo. Knocks it into the path of Murray. Policina. Alice. Pekaris. Nicely done to get through that little bit of traffic. Pekaris. Up against Tam. And really, really nicely done. Policina gets to turn. Can't get a shot off. Sakalis tried to feed it through that tight window. Not possible. And just a little bit overzealous in the end. So will be an emerging free kick. They're going to play it short. Goodsmith. Policina just hadn't moved and the ball just said, I'll hang out with you for a bit. Murray. Pekaris. Right over the top. Really well-weighted pass. And then Pekaris. Just wide. I'm not quite sure how that didn't go in. I'm a little bit, firstly, impressed with that well-weighted pass to allow Pekaris to take that shot, but felt like an open goal. Not quite sure how she missed that one, but you're 3 goals up. It doesn't really matter, does it? Hudson. Under pressure from Iria. Stathopoulos. Cooling. Got Sakalis in support, and that's where the ball goes, and that's the feed it finds. Still Sophia Sakalis on the edge of the box. Can she take a strike? Plays it out to Bacalo. We'd gone too early. Tried to be a little bit too cute with that. Box Hill. Sakalis had a chance to go. And had the right idea to play it out to Bacalo, but all things considered, you would have liked at least a shot on goal if you're Box Hill. Barbary beaten by Kokotis. And Barbary said, I'll react. West away. Tam. And that's the end of the first half here at Wembley Park. A thrilling 10 minutes of the game where Box Hill just went on a scoring frenzy. That's what really separates this contest, separates these two sides. 3-goal advantage for this Box Hill United side. We're going to take a break here at Wembley Park, and we'll be back for some more NPL Victoria women's action after the break. Hello and welcome back for the second half here at Wembley Park between Box Hill United and FV Emerging. It is Box Hill who currently have a 3-goal advantage after a spectacular 5-minute run of play where Nicolina Bucalo scored in the 8th minute, Laura Pickett scored in the 12th, and then Sophia Sakalis maybe put the cherry on top when she scored in the 13th minute as well to make it 3-0. So it's an uphill climb for this FV Emerging side in the second half. Got a lot of work to do. They would love to get a goal early on to just try and start the comeback process. But there'll be a very determined Box Hill side that won't want to allow that to occur. And if you are sticking around with us here at Wembley Park with all that's going on around the grounds, we appreciate you. Thank you very much. But also, split screen, as I've mentioned. New technology, may not have heard of it, allow you to watch all the games. Some fantastic things going on. Relegation battle, that is, may go down to the final whistle. You have no idea. And we are underway for the second half here at Wembley Park. And we did see a substitution from Box Hill. We saw Chiara Lettieri come on for Sarah Patkaras. Stathopoulos launches it forward for Policina, who was very active in the first half. Box Hill side were just after that first goal went in, they've kind of nullified the pressure from FV Emerging and really just built on that, and their attack was a lot more free-flowing. May have been a substitution for FV Emerging as well. I believe Annika Doveston has come on, but I will just double check. And she certainly has come on. And it looks like Amelia Tartaglia has gone off. Now a chance for Ariel. Sends it through, but Alice knocks it away. Murray. And it may just fall here, but Stathopoulos very quick to react as well. Sakalis just got the ball stuck under her feet. Goodsmith immediately closed down. Pickett. Ball didn't go anywhere. Aitken. Iria. And that ball just too far ahead. Won't get the cross in time. Stathopoulos. Cooling. Almost ran out of space there, Cooling. Lettieri. Through the middle, and that pass was not where it needed to be. Iria. Bucalo not able to save it. Pickett. Make sure and Fee don't go any further. Still. Box Hill, Murray. Smartly done. Finds Sakalis. Has to halt her run momentarily and allows enough time for Emerging to recover. Iria out wide. Need to create a score as quick as possible and cleared for good measure by Box Hill. Policina up against Accardo. Accardo. Just going to let it roll out, and Sophie Denny has a goal kick. Now a chance to break forward for Emerging. Buttress. Buttress sandwiched in between Pickett. Couldn't get ahead to it. Not the tallest player, naturally, anyway. Tam with the throw in. Not clear just yet. Good Smith. Shoved off the ball by Lettieri there on Davison. Lucalo easily gets past Tam, but Tam makes up for it immediately. Kokotis. Physical battle there from Parbury. Wins out. Macalo. Tam. Buttress maybe through, but Hudson quick to come across, but Buttress finds the ball once again, and this time he's going to go out for a corner. Much to the dismay of this Box Hill side. Tam, high ball. Falls out to Kokotis. Yates. Tam still well wide. Just couldn't find the pass in. It was just such a quick passage of play. We've got something going on right here with Davison. Maybe some blood, I'm not quite sure. What's going on? It's always strange when players are standing up, but got the trainer on. Just going to assume it's blood. May be wrong, and if I am, it is what it is. quite sure what's going on. I think it's Isabella Ricardo who's the player that's getting some treatment. I believe because the trainer's come on, she's going to have to exit the field of play before she can re-enter. Doing some sort of test. I have no idea what it is. I'm not a doctor. Looks like she's passing them with flying colours. But again, could be wrong. With this little stop of play, we're going to get back underway very, very soon. Statopoulos waiting for the all clear. Gets it. Fizzing pass to Sakalis. She just couldn't get the touch right. Tam. Aitken. Beautiful, smart pass in. Iria just couldn't get the shot off. Aitken. Into the box. Back out to Iria. And poked away by Parbury. Tam once again on set-piece duties. High delivery to the far post. Kokotis is waiting there. Still the ball bobbling around Lettieri. Not dealt with just yet, and this time we'll go out for another corner. Kokotis. And headed down by Murray. Couldn't clear that near post. Lettieri. They're going to big tumble. Davison. Kokotis. Just couldn't keep it in play as she shoved by Cooling on top of the ball as well. That's got to hurt. Pickett. The press is once again back from emerging. And I'm just going to play spoiler alert, just momentarily, only for one game. If you don't want to know the results of the Bulleen Calder game just right now, it is FC Bulleen Lions who are up 5-0. So Calder will be probably getting relegated. Iria. So it really is up to Bentley Greens and Brunswick UVic, those two sides, who will stay up. Sakalis. And spoiler alert for the Brunswick UVic South Melbourne game. Brunswick UVic currently a goal to the good against South Melbourne at Lakeside. So with, I believe, Bentley Greens down against Burundara, he will beat Brunswick UVic, who stay up at the moment, but it doesn't matter as play continues here. West away. Aria, can she keep it in play? She can, but not going to have a lot of space to work with. Gets a cross in. Buttress gets ahead to it and couldn't direct it goalward, but that was a nice little passage of play from Emerging. Murray. Cooling. Smartly done by Emerging. Could see exactly what Box Hill were trying to do with that extra number with Holly Murray to trying to work their way out of that little bit of trouble. They've had some difficulties in this second half getting out of their own defence at times. Yates. A little bit chaotic there from Alison Murray. Davison. Missed away. Sends a goalward. Couldn't find a teammate. Goodsmith. Nice pass through to Buttress. Just couldn't bring the ball with her. Stathopoulos. Launches it. It's the path of Sakalis and Polisina. As Yates is there. Sakalis wins out. Knocks it into the path of Polisina. Up against Accardo. Lost the ball in the sun, but Accardo used that to her advantage. Tam. Use the width as always. And that throw wanted to go quickly, and not quite sure what that yellow card was for. Cameraman more attentive than I am. Definitely just threw that at a player, and that's worthy of a yellow card in my book. Parbury. Ricardo closely followed by Polisina, used all her strength and is dragged down and gets a penalty. A chance to make it 4 here at Wembley. We've seen that twice this afternoon from Rihanna Polisina. First was for the Bacalo goal in that far right corner where Tam looked like she had won out, and Polisina able to use her strength to get past, and this time just used her momentum to essentially shift Accardo out of the way, and then Accardo had no real choice in the end but to foul her. So a chance to make it 4. Not sure if Polisina will be taking this spot kick, and it doesn't look like she will be. Bacalo's got her hand out, and it will be Rihanna Polisina. She's going to take a stroll up to the spot. No, she's elected not to. She's going to let Bacalo do it. Carlo scored the opening goal of this contest, and in a similar way, this Polisina-Bacalo connection could prove to bring out a second goal in the game for the partnership. Bacalo from the spot. Calmly dispatched, and that's 4 for Box Hill. Easy as you like. Denny went one way, the ball went another. It was easy as you like. Beatrice. Good Smith. Ball. Fine Kokotis. Keeps it in play, but calling. Quick to react. Lettieri. Calling. Hudson. Nicely done from Hudson to find Lettieri. Gaveston pulling and tugging. Alice away. Well weighted pass to Policina. Got Accardo once again in front. Cuts inside. Accardo there to block. Lettieri's going to tee up. And smart pass to Policina. Can they reset? Find a new avenue to goal. Hudson. Pickett. Tam. In the right place at the right time. That ball don't just hold up, and Statopoulos able to collect in the end. Sakalis. That was a really nice pass from Statopoulos. Sakalis touch, just not what she was after in the end. Yates. Calling. Murray. Want to turn and go. Lettieri. Policina. Smart idea ultimately with that pass. Just couldn't get the power. Tam. Denny. Closed down by Policina. Gets the ball away. But they can't keep it in play. And if you want to do the ultimate 3 split screen situation, personally my recommendations right now would be this game. If you're already watching, great. But you want to maybe chuck on the Brunswick Juve South Melbourne game. Brunswick Juve South Melbourne game, where Brunswick Juve have a chance to double their lead at Lakeside. Spoiler alert, sorry. And you might want to switch on the Bentley Greens Burundara game, because at the moment it looks like it's going to be Brunswick Juve who stays up. Yeah. Yates. And it looks like that penalty was saved. Statopoulos. Yates. Policina. Lettieri making the run through. Just got her feet stuck. Accardo. Lettieri. Chance to get away. Polisina through the middle. That's where the pass is going to go. Polisina, that pass was just a little bit too far behind her. Needed to be further forward. Needed to run onto it. Kokotis. Yates. As Ellis used all her effort to get that away. Lettieri just uses all her weight. That's definitely a foul. It's going to be a free kick to Box Hill, but I've got to be honest, I'm almost certain that Annabelle Yates was fouled by Lettieri first. It was quite unfortunate. Yates was certainly shoved from behind to make that assumption, and it is, by the way, once again, if you're not doing this split screen situation, you're staying with us, we appreciate it. We really, really do. It is currently still 2-0 down at Burundara and Bentley Greens. So really, the way it's shaping up, with about 15 minutes left in every game as Polisina makes her way forward. Polisina with the strike and a beautiful finish from Mariana Polisina to make it 5 to the good. This Box Hill sign, that's the way to close out your 2024 campaign. And Mariana Polisina been spending time in the NPL New South Wales, and she's ventured down to the NPL Victoria and has been really, really great. And gets another goal to her name. Tam. Stopopoulos, very close to having that deflected back on her goal. Bacalo getting dragged and pulled by Iria, Hudson. And if this scoreline holds for Box Hill, it will be their equal biggest win over Emerging. That last 5-0 victory came in the 1st of July 2017. So if they score another, it will be their biggest victory over this Emerging side. And imagine if Emerging wouldn't like to have that's their name. And that's a beautiful run from Kokotis. Couldn't get that ball into a head to attack it. Tam, set piece duties once again. Can they get a goal this game to finish out their season? Iria finds a pocket of space. Really nice control. Just couldn't get the ball away. Davison. Iria. It's the feet of Ellis. Bacalo. Can't get past Davison once again. Davison couldn't get past Ellis. Goodsmith. Beautiful, well-weighted pass, but just couldn't get there. It was Stadopoulos who read it first. And need to be careful. I've mentioned it this half. They've had some difficulties at times getting out their own defensive set. And we're going to see another substitution here for emerging. And it looks like we're going to see Amelia Ingles come on to replace Annabelle Yates. And next, we're also going to see from Box Hill, going to see a Sukadoy come on. It's not quite sure who she's replaced just yet. Sorry, it's Kiara Lettieri. So the halftime substitute's gone off. I think that collision earlier. I believe there's been another substitution from emerging, and we've seen Gracie Clarkson come onto the park for Clancy Westway. Cooling. Sakalis can turn and go. Doy making a beautiful run. Goes with the run of Policina. Maybe Doy was the better option, making the run underneath. Bacalo. Sakalis. Back to Bacalo. Ingles closes her out. Couldn't find Doy. Mercado. Cooling. And Stenny juggles that for a bit. Policina really starting to pick them off. Back to Policina, sends it across, and Policina with a second. Beautiful passage of play between her and Sakalis to make it 6. Wow, that's the way to close out your season. I said that before after 5th goal, but now Rihanna Policina on hat-trick watch. Who would have thought? And so is Nicolina Bacalo as well. 2 goals to her name as well. Been a thoroughly dominant performance from this Box Hill side. Once the first went in, floodgates open, and it's disappointing for this emerging side that their season ends like this, because they've been really, really good all season. Just a span of 5 minutes that have really cost them. And just didn't react quick enough after the first. And I guess that what happens with such young teams and experience to control games is what they'll build and they'll get better at. But this afternoon it is all Box Hill. Likes of Sakalis, Policina, Bacalo. It's been phenomenal all afternoon. Stadopoulos hasn't had too much to do besides that big save early in the contest to deny Clancy Westway and then buttress over the top. Really, it was kind of the turning point in this fixture. Stadopoulos with the shout. Cooling. Davison. Ocado. Aitken. Smart pass into the path of Kokotis. And ran out of space. As Cooling just mistimed that. Ingles. Ingles scored that penalty last week against South Melbourne. Ingles. Buttress. Bacalo spun but didn't spin with the ball. Policina read where that pass was going. Sakalis. Parbury. Got Doy in the middle. Still Parbury dancing with the ball. Finally gets the cross in. Sakalis leaps for it, but just the unfortunate nature of being short as Murray tees up. Can't get the shot away. Doy now into the hands of Denny. Bacalo. Doy. Still Doy. Carlo inside she goes. Finally gets the shot away, but into the breadbasket for Denny. Just under 10 minutes of regular time in this contest. And it's... I'm going to give you a score update, but I implore you, split screen is the way to go. Burundara, spoiler alert once again, Burundara 3 goals up to Bentley Greens, and South Melbourne still trailing Brunswick Juventus, who have just had a player sent off as well in the 87th minute. So it's going to be a tense few minutes for them down at Lakeside. Brunswick Juve. Sorry, it's not Brunswick Juve, it's South Melbourne. I'm not quite sure. I can't tell if it's South Melbourne or Brunswick Juve. The graphics are all over the place, but it does not matter because here at Wembley Park, it is Box Hill who are 6 goals to the good against FV emerging. Policina. Still Policina. And just lost it, and Goodsmith's able to pick it up. Parbury gets the cross in, but easy as you like for Sophie Denny. Iria. Ingles, desperate to score a goal. I just feel something this team would deserve, but not necessarily maybe of just his performance alone, but the way the season's gone. We're going to see some more substitutions, and this time we are going to see Bridie Cooley make her way off the park. Bridie Cooling, and then Natasha Stathopoulos has also departed the park. And it's all these numbers all over the place. And we're going to see change in keeper as give me 30 seconds. That ball's bobbling around, but it's offside. And I believe Deborah Lawrence has come on, placed with Natasha Statopoulos. So I'm going to try and work our way through this, but I'm not sure if I'm going to get everybody right. There's Bella Stringfellow, who's also entered the field of play. Watches that go out. And we're going to see the arrival of Chloe McKenzie, who I'm almost certain was listed as a goalkeeper, but is out there on the park. Out in the field of play. Ingles, Iria. It's always lovely to hear the families of these players really supporting them in these games, particularly tough games like this. It's emerging. It's for their supporter crew. It's been great. And just another spoiler alert, I cannot believe it, but as I did mention that it could all go down to the final whistle, and South Melbourne, spoiler alert, have equalised with Brunswick Juventus, so Brunswick Juve are going to need to find a goal. Whatever stoppage time they have left, it doesn't matter because we're here at Wembley Park. As Sakalis wins that, and it was fouled as well. And St. Mackenzie come on, as well as Theodora Urich has come on as well. It's from earlier. Bacalo sends it. Doi couldn't get a boot to it. Denny under pressure and forces it out of play. Buttress. Kokotis. Daviston. Got to play it down. But attack continues. Iria. Able to get past Stringfellow, but couldn't get the cross on target. And we've got to play it down. Off the ball, I believe it might be Isabella Ricardo, but I'm not quite sure. They don't look to be in a good way. Number is hopefully they're okay. Might be Danella. Buttress? I don't believe so, though. So we're just going to have a break of play, and it's not a good sight to ever see a player down this long, and hopefully they are okay, and they've just had the wind knocked out of them. It is It is Danella Buttress. He's finally sitting up now, and does look to be in a world of pain. So, just take a pause here, and there isn't much time left. Well, while we have this break of play, there is, I feel like, 10 seconds or so left at South Melbourne or Boroondara. South Melbourne, they have just relegated Brunswick UVA, but they've got the ball on their own attack. And that is full time here at Box Hill. And it sees Box Hill finish the season with a 6-0 victory over this FV emerging side. Box Hill have started the season slowly. They built in once their players came in, but unfortunately missed out on finals, and the same for this emerging side who've had quite a choppy season, have had players unavailable just due to selection. But it all ends here this season at Wembley Park, and it sees this Box Hill United side finish 8th and FV emerging finish 9th, and it's full time as well down at South Melbourne and Brunswick Juventus, equaling. That game finished 1-1, so it will be Brunswick Juventus and Calder United who get relegated from the NPL Victoria in 2024, and Bentley Greens, after that win last week, have saved themselves. I've been Pure Frimpong. Thank you very much for joining me, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Stick around for the final series. It's going to be amazing.